Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Sparkin over Broncos, the show where we spark conversation about our Denver Broncos. I am your host, Gage Madrid. Today, March 14th, kicked off the beginning of NFL free agency with the beginning of the legal tampering period. Multiple free agents were announced to have agreed to contracts with new teams over the course of the day. These deals cannot be officially signed until the new league year begins 2 days from now on March 16th, however. While multiple teams were quite active in day one of free agency, the Denver Broncos were not one of those teams, having gone most of the day with no action. That all changed at around 8 p.m. tonight when it was announced by NFL insider Ian Rappaport that the Denver Broncos had agreed to terms with big run-stuffing interior defensive lineman DJ Jones on a 3-year, $30 million deal, including $20 million in fully guaranteed money. Now, Jones was a former 6th-round pick by the San Francisco 49ers in 2017 out of Ole Miss. Now, Jones spent a total of 5 seasons in San Francisco, the first 2 being as primarily a rotational player. Jones was able to find his way into the starting lineup in 2019 at defensive tackle, where he recorded 23 total tackles, 4 TFLs, and 2 sacks. Jones unfortunately suffered a season-ending high ankle sprain after only 11 games, and he missed out on their Super Bowl run. Following a 20-tackle season in 2020, Jones had a breakout season in 2021. Jones played in his first complete season to date, where he registered a career high in tackles with 56, along with 10 tackles for loss and 2 sacks to boot. Pro Football Focus thought pretty highly of Jones in 2021 as a run defender, where they graded him 67.2, which was good for 22nd out of 137 interior defensive linemen, so that was very respectable. He also earned respectable marks as a pass rusher, where he posted a grade of 66.6, which was good for 40th out of 96 interior defensive linemen. Jones is now poised to fill the void left by Shelby Harris, who was dealt to Seattle in the Russell Wilson trade. He may also see some snaps at nose tackle in the event that the Broncos move on from Mike Purcell, but that remains to be seen. The Broncos' run defense collectively struggled down the stretch last season, and Jones figures to significantly bolster that unit. While some may say Jones was overpaid, I disagree. He is going to bring nice value to this team in terms of run defense, and should also bring some solid production as a pass rusher. This move fills a massive void for the Broncos, and hey, it's free agency. Sometimes you're going to have to overpay guys that you like to get them on your team. You're competing against other teams. You're going to have to entice players to want to play for you. Since we lost out on the Sebastian Joseph Day sweepstakes to the Chargers, who we will talk about more in a future video, DJ Jones was a very solid plan B, filling the void left by Shelby Harris alongside Draymond Jones. How do you feel about this signing, Broncos country? Were you happy with this move, or do you feel that that money could have been better spent elsewhere? Let me know in the comment section below. I would really love to hear from you. Tomorrow figures to be another active day in free agency, so be sure to keep it here at Sparking Over Broncos for more updates on who the Denver Broncos bring in, as well as other NFL free agency news. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at GageMadridNFL, and for now, this has been another episode of Sparking Over Broncos, the show where we spark conversation about our Denver Broncos. I am your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.